This is Rachel and I'm here today to present my project for Prima Marketing. This is a project making magnetic tiles that can be used as Christmas gifts. For this project I'm firstly selecting some papers. Here you can see the Zephyr paper collection. This is the A4 size format, and I'm just flicking through each of the papers here to give you an idea of what this collection looks like. Once I've chosen the papers that I'd like to use, I'm cutting these into 2-inch squares. Next I'm going to attach them to some tiles. These are by Ampersand. They are stampboard 2-inch tiles, but equally you could use some chipboard to attach your papers to instead. I'm using here the Prima soft gel to attach them, and this is being applied with a 1-inch brush. Once the soft gel medium has dried, I'm now adding some paint to the edges of the tiles to define them, and I've chosen Americana paints in different colours to complement the papers. I'm applying this with Ranger cut and dry foam. Next I want to embellish the tiles, and for this I've chosen a combination of text using my Brother label maker and also some metal embellishments from Prima. The metal embellishments that I've chosen are from the Finnabair Mechanicals collection, and the first set that I've chosen are a collection of text embellishments. So here I'm showing you all of the items that come in this package, and the one that I've selected is the text that says art. To apply my metal embellishments I'm using Ranger Glossy Accents, and I've selected this because it is a strong adhesive that is suitable for metal and it's always been reliable for me. For some of my tiles I've decided to add some sparkle in the form of Swarovski crystals, and for this particular tile I've chosen some crystals in the colour Jonquil. Again I'm using Glossy Accents to apply these. Now I'm going back to my first tile. The paint that I applied to the label has dried, so I'm going to define the edges using some archival ink in aquamarine, and I'm applying this with some Ranger cut and dry foam. Here I'm using a second set of metal embellishments by Prima, again the Finnabair Mechanicals, and this set comprises of a mixture of foliage pieces, and I've chosen a leaf in a bronze colour for this particular tile. Again I'm adding some text using my Brother labelling machine, and I've painted this with a greenish colour, and now I'm just edging it with some archival ink in potting soil using a piece of Ranger cut and dry foam to apply it. The final touches for this tile are again some Swarovski crystals. This time I'm using 2 different sizes in the colour Smoked Topaz. And now onto my third tile. Again, I'm adding text to give the set of tiles some continuity, and this time I'm painting it using some quinacridone magenta by Golden. I'm also adding some collage images. These were from a Etsy purchase as a downloadable digital image, and I just happened to have these in my stash and on my desk at the time. To add a glossy finish to my tiles and to protect them, I've decided to add a coat of resin. For this purpose, I'm using Envirotex Light. It is a 2-part resin where you have a resin base and a hardener, and it's a 50-50 mix of each. I've placed my tiles on a silicone mat just to protect my surface, and as you can see, I'm using a measuring container to ensure that I have equal quantities of both. You just need to stir the resin mixture together for 2 minutes, and then you can pour it onto the tiles. Once you've added it to the tiles, it's useful to use a heat gun to eliminate the air bubbles before leaving the tiles overnight to dry. And here are those tiles the day after, and you can see the high gloss finish achieved from that resin coating, and it just makes them that little bit more durable and gives a more professional finish. The final touch is to add some magnetic strips to the tiles. Again, I'm using glossy accents for this, and I left it till last because to add the resin on an unstable surface would not have given a very uniform finish. That was the last step in my project. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope it's given you some inspiration for creating your own gifts and using your Prima products.